most accurate forecast, here's a pinpoint weather update on Utah's CW30.
Good Monday morning, Utah. Time is currently 7:44. We're going to begin with our ongoing flood concerns, where we still have multiple watches, warnings, and advisories in place. Now, starting off with the warnings, those encompass the South Fork of the Ogden River near Huntsville, the Bear River in Rich County, along with southwestern Wyoming, the Sevier River near Hatch, and the Strawberry Reservoir, while the watches and advisories continue to include the Bear River near Corinne, the Blacksmith Fork near Hiram, the Little Bear River near Paradise, the Lower Weber near Plain City, and the Dolores River near Cisco. Now, what a flood warning tells you is that either flooding is occurring now or it is expected. A flood advisory tells you that that waterway is likely above action stage and could climb into flood stage, and a flood watch means flooding is a possibility. So we're keeping a close eye on all the waterways, but it's important to make sure that you continue to give those waterways plenty of space as they're running high, fast, cold, and extremely dangerous. And this is one of the waterways yesterday captured by Keith Vaught, Bear River near Brigham City, and the Bear River over its banks, flooding some of that farmland out there. An incredible view captured by Keith Vaught. But generally, for most of our waterways in those advisories, watches, and warnings, mainly expecting minor flooding to above action stage. But for the Bear River near the Pixley Dam in southwestern Wyoming, including Rich County, and the Sevier River near Hatch, we could see those waterways go to moderate flooding. So again, we're keeping a close eye on those waterways. Now, as for what we saw yesterday when it comes to our weather, we saw plenty of showers and thunderstorms for our Mother's Day, and we saw a batch of thunderstorms roll through the Wasatch Front yesterday evening, and it clashed with the sunset. An incredible view captured by Ollie Danielson, so thanks for sending that one in. The weather has calmed down in a big way compared to what we were talking about yesterday afternoon and evening, but when we look at the bigger setup of things, with the high pressure sitting to our southeast and the low pressure to our northwest that continues to retrograde, winds are out of the southwest, the moisture continues to filter in, we're going to see temperatures above our average, and we'll be looking at more storm potential for today as well. So if you have any plans to be outside, keep your eyes to the sky. When you have moisture in the sky, though, it does create some beautiful sunrise and sunset views. This was captured by Chris Williams this morning, Manaway Reservoir. You can see it reflecting off of the water, an absolutely stunning view. So thanks for sharing that one, Chris. So northern Utah, some pretty sunrises, and we've also been treated to some pretty sunrises down in southern Utah, but at Zion National Park currently, we just have partly cloudy skies as we look off towards temples and towers. Temperatures are ranging anywhere from the 40s to the 50s out there this morning. A few spots in southern Utah waking up with temperatures in the 60s. St. George leading the way right now, coming in at 64. Daytime highs today are mainly going to range in the 70s and 80s. There will be a few spots in our mountain valleys that see high temperatures in the 60s, and St. George once again will lead the way with a daytime high of 92. For most of us, our daytime highs will range about 10 degrees above our seasonal averages, and there will be that slight chance for isolated showers and thunderstorms. We'll see a better chance up in the high country. We'll see a daytime high of 83 in Spanish Fork, 67 in Park City, 79 in Heber, and we'll get to 72 in Rock Springs in southwestern Wyoming. In central Utah, 74 for Nephi, 82 for Green River, 72 for Vernal, 77 in Fillmore. Then down in southern Utah, we'll see high of 81 in Kanab, 68 in Monticello, and 67 in Bryce Canyon. And one thing to note, that if you're going to the national parks today, while flash flooding is not a probability, it is a possibility at all of the national parks. If you have any plans to go for hikes, especially in the slot canyons, have multiple ways that you can get alerts just in case there is a warning issued for your location, and definitely keep that in the back of your mind if you're going for a hike today. And we're going to see similar conditions for our Tuesday. Let's go ahead and begin the Futurecast. 8 o'clock this morning, time things out for you. As we go throughout the next several hours, things will stay relatively calm, but once we get into the afternoon, those clouds will begin to bubble up. And then during the heart of the afternoon, we'll see that potential for those showers and thunderstorms. Wet weather will generally favor the high country, but there will be at least about a 1 in 5 chance down in our valleys, including the Wasatch Front. We hold on to the slight chance for isolated showers and thunderstorms into this evening, but as we lose the daytime heating going into tonight, mostly dry skies during the overnight, and as we begin our Tuesday, but just like we're going to see this afternoon, we'll be looking at more potential for those showers and thunderstorms for our Tuesday, with that moisture in place and those temperatures staying well above our seasonal averages. It's one of those wash, rinse, and then repeat forecasts. In St. George, we'll see daytime highs in the low to mid 90s for the next couple of days, a slight chance all the way through Wednesday, but by Thursday, that retrograding low pressure could actually move back its way towards us, resulting in maybe a better chance for those showers and thunderstorms, and even holding on to some wet weather potential into next week. It's not going to be, not everybody will find wet weather over the next few days, but that potential will at least exist. While along the Wasatch Front, a slight chance today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, highs in the low to mid 80s, scattered showers and thunderstorms for Thursday. I do think that will trend a little bit drier for Friday and Saturday at this particular point, but then we bring back a slight chance on Sunday, highs in the 80s, overnight lows in the upper 50s. that looks like a May forecast right there.
It sure
if
does.
not an early June forecast.
That's how I planned my yard work over the weekend. It was like, all right, we got a window here to be able to get a couple weeding done.
Yep. So if you have any out things you need to get done outside, really the morning hour is probably going to be your best bet over the next few days.
All right, wake up early with us and then go outside and do it. How about
Exactly.
the roads?
Looking pretty clear still, right? The weather we had over the